We know this cold weather may have you feeling a bit anxious this week, especially after the February freeze of 2021. Believe me, we understand. However, rest assured, we are staying on top of grid conditions across the state. This is a look at ERCOT's supply and demand graph. The top purple line, it represents a supply. It's hovering above the blue line you can see here. The blue line represents demand. Now, a reminder, as long as these two lines do not cross, it means there's enough power in Texas.
God help us if that changes. Well, the power should stay on for now. A new survey from the University of Houston shows Harris County residents are concerned about the future of severe weather, some even packing up and leaving. Victor Jacobo with more.
Edna Griggs has deep roots in the Acres Homes area.
My grandmother and my mom was born and raised in Acres Homes.
So when Hurricane Beryl left senior living facilities without power for days,
no, it was unbearable.
It was really sad because our seniors were devastated.
Griggs told KHOU 11 that a lack of power for elevators in those senior facilities revealed the deeper issues with severe weather preparations.
With the elevators out, it's been very inconvenient trying to walk up and down the stairs.
We've had seniors that were actually stuck on these floors that could not get down. They didn't have generators, so that means the elevators didn't work. That's a problem.
According to a University of Houston survey released this fall, electricity service reliability was the #1 issue Harris County voters were most concerned about, more than property taxes, housing affordability, and crime. In fact, a third of Harris County voters say they have considered leaving the Houston metro area because of weather-related events like hurricanes.
There was massive devastation.
Ricardo Barnes is the executive director of the Spring Branch Development Center. Some of the worst damage from the May derecho played out in front of him.
Roofs were gone, walls were gone, people were displaced, water was filtering into the bottom apartments, and most of that debris ended up in our parking lot.
At its peak, the May 16th derecho left 1 million CenterPoint customers without power in the Houston area.
My hope that with all that has happened, we have paid attention to how to better position ourselves to be more resilient to events like this.
People were very frustrated. They keep asking, why does this keep happening to us?
Texas legislators, including State Senator Molly Cook of Houston, are heading back to Austin in 2025 with several bills aimed at keeping the lights on during storms.
The #1 thing we heard from people was, how do we fix electrical reliability?
Cook is the author of 3 such bills, SB 270, SB 271, and SB 272. SB 270 would prompt the state to conduct a study for burying power lines in the largest metro areas. SB 271 would prioritize certain facilities for repair during emergencies where vulnerable residents rely on elevators. SB 272 aims to have the Public Utility Commission apply more scrutiny to the resiliency plan of utilities like CenterPoint. Cook hopes the stories from her constituents and data from the UH survey will push her fellow legislators to pass these bills and better prepare us all for future severe weather events.
We can't change the weather, but we can change our ability to be resilient to it and to respond to it in a way that meets the needs of working everyday Texans.
In Houston, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.
CenterPoint Energy sent a statement to KHOU 11 in response to SB 272 Oracle was talking about. Company said it remains committed to working with lawmakers and stakeholders to support customers who depend on electric-powered medical devices before, during, and after a storm.
CenterPoint goes on to then say it encourages customers who have medical issues to take steps to prepare for future emergencies.